Changes to a noise ordinance in Spanish Fork may make officers' jobs a little easier and neighborhoods a little quieter. 11 News reporter Rosemary Card finds out what all the noise is about.
BYU students who live in these homes across the street from this construction site know what it's like to live where it takes earplugs to drown out the drilling.
Sometimes it gets pretty intense, it's like earthquake a little bit. Like we'll be sitting at the table and the table will start shaking and it gets pretty loud. But
15 miles south in Spanish Fork, when officers receive a noise complaint, they use this decibel device to measure sound levels. The city council last night amended their noise ordinance because the police chief says only about half of his officers know how to use the meter.
That can be pretty cumbersome and pretty inconvenient, trying to track down the machine and remember how to run it.
Rosenbaum says by the time a properly trained officer arrives at the scene of the complaint and gets the meter set up, the noise is gone. Now, depending on your location, there are going to be different sound limits. Often problems arise when you have a construction zone next to a residential area, like the one behind me. Now, rather than using a machine, officers use their ears and watches. If the officer hears the noise for more than 2 minutes from 200 feet away, about half a block, the amended ordinance allows officers to take action. The ordinance also covers other noisemakers like cars and loud music. In Spanish Fork, Rosemary Card, 11 News.
The police department says they will still use the decibel device whenever an officer has a hard time deciding if a noise is too loud for too